Talking with AI can be annoying because it just forgets things about you and, more importantly, how you like to get things done, like writing a LinkedIn post in a specific format. So how exactly do I chat with Claude without having to explain myself all over again to get things done? Ever since people started to use ChatGPT and Claude, how we interacted with AI went beyond just simple question and answer. And now people use it to get specific tasks done, like writing LinkedIn posts, creating sales decks, reviewing contracts, and analyzing spreadsheets. And each of these tasks all have specific instructions, like writing in under 1,300 characters, not having bullet points in the sales deck, or keeping track of numbers in US dollars. You might have heard of terms like skills before, and skills is a mechanism that allows Claude to remember how to follow your instructions in various tasks, just like writing a LinkedIn post. Let's say you want Claude to remember how you specifically want LinkedIn posts to be structured, like keeping it under 1,300 words, not using hashtags, and using punchy hooks in the beginning. You can essentially encapsulate this entire instruction and ask Claude to store them as a skill, which means next time you can just type /LinkedIn, write a LinkedIn post on this news, which automatically triggers your custom instructions. So how does this actually work? And how can I add skills on my own Claude? The easiest way is actually use Claude to build the skill itself. You can ask Claude to use the skill creator to build a skill for writing LinkedIn posts. And it'll ask you a series of questionnaires to find out how you want the skill to be structured. And it'll create the skill for you to not invoke them later on. This means you can call this skill ad hoc in Claude, and you can just focus on what you want to get done. Now, as you can imagine, skills span beyond simple LinkedIn posts. You can go to how to interact with Excel spreadsheets, how to research certain topics, how to create PowerPoints in certain styles, and more. In fact, there's an entire ecosystem out there where people share their own skills and are ranked and rated by other people who try to use a skill as well. Claude Skills is one of the prime examples there. More than that, enterprises typically follow a very specific guideline and rules on how to get certain tasks done. Skills is a great tool for all this, which allows standardization and a repeatable way of getting tasks done every single time by simply invoking the necessary skill. A really good example is how Anthropic lets you go to customize and add a personal plugin where you can browse plugins that all have packages of skills organized by the type of work that's handled in enterprises like design, engineering, finance, and data. And each of these have their own skills underneath. A simple plugin like this led to many industries losing valuations, where something as simple as a legal plugin can help automate a lot of what a law firm might need. For example, a design plugin has many skills like design critique skill, user research skill, and UX copy skill, all of which are enabled once you enact the plugin. Now, a few important things to remember when it comes to skills is that skills are portable, meaning because it's just a simple text file, you can bring them to other applications like ChatGPT or Claude Code, so the time that you invest in building skills properly isn't wasted. Skills also actually save tokens, especially when Claude tries to figure out which skill to invoke. Instead of reading an entire skill content, which ends up eating away at your context window, it'll only read the header of each skill to determine which to invoke if it needs to at all. As you can see, for something so simple as skills, people have already found ways to incorporate them into enterprises and personal workflows that help save time and costs as AI continues to automate more and more parts of your daily routine. Now, if you want to learn more about how to use Claude Skills, you can check out the How to AI library, and our team has tons and tons of examples where you can just download and start incorporating them directly into your skills library and use it right away on your Claude application. You can subscribe to this newsletter for free, link in the description.